Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Millennial Money. So this week I'm going to be talking about credit cards and the different types of credit cards that are available. So we all know what a credit card is. You use a credit card to make a purchase and borrow money that isn't currently yours. Now, credit cards can be used in different ways. And some people like to spend on a credit card and use a credit card as if it was a debit card, where they put all of their monthly outgoings and expenses on a credit card each month and then pay it off in full at the end of the month. Now, some people use a credit card to gradually pay off a large payment over a series of months, so it's not such a big expense at one time. Now, some people may not realise that there are actually different types of credit cards out there, and the different ones have different uses, and a certain type of credit card may be better for you depending on what you want to use it for. So I'm just going to quickly run through those different types of credit cards today. Now, a 0% purchase credit card is good if you want to make a large purchase. Now, if you want to make a large purchase such as a holiday or a car, you can use a 0% purchase credit card to put the full balance on your credit card and then pay it over a series of months. Now, normally with a 0% purchase credit card, the set series of months that you have when you open the card is normally interest free. So this allows you to pay the total amount in small increments. Now, if you do put a large amount on a 0% purchase credit card, it is important that you do clear the balance before the 0% interest period ends. This is because you will then be charged interest after this point, which can become expensive. Now, that leads me on to a different type of credit card, which is a balance transfer credit card. Now, if you have put a large amount on a purchase credit card and you haven't managed to clear it by the end of the 0% interest-free period, then you may want to do a balance transfer. Now, a balance transfer credit card allows you to transfer the balance from another credit card or a personal loan, and it allows you to transfer it over to a balance transfer credit card, and you don't pay any interest on that amount for a series of months. So it's very similar to a purchase credit card, but a balance transfer credit card is a tool for you to pay off an outstanding balance and not be charged interest. It isn't advisable to use a balance transfer credit card to make any purchases, because there are normally a fair few exclusions as to the interest that you will pay on a purchase on a balance transfer credit card. Typically, when you do a balance transfer onto a balance transfer credit card, you will be charged a small fee. Now, I've done a balance transfer in the past and I was charged a fee of 3% of the balance that I was transferring, and then this goes on top of the balance that you owe on the credit card. So there's also another type of transfer credit card, and that is a money transfer credit card. It works in a very similar way to the balance transfer. However, you typically borrow money off of the credit card and transfer it from your credit card account into your bank account. So this is particularly helpful if you wanted to make a purchase, you wanted to pay off any outstanding debt, and you wanted to borrow the money. So you borrow the money from the money transfer credit card, pay it into your bank account, and then the balance that you owe on the money transfer credit card, you then pay back over a series of months. Now, some money transfer credit cards do offer you a 0% interest rate for a set series of months, which allows you to manage the balance that you have borrowed. But as I said before, it's very important that you try and clear this balance before the end of the term. Otherwise, you will be charged interest, which is generally quite high and can result in hefty fees. As with a balance transfer credit card, it is likely that you will be charged a small fee, a percentage of the amount of money that you're trying to transfer over into your bank account. Another type of credit card is a reward or cashback credit card. Now, these can be great if you use your credit card as a debit card, because as you go about your regular monthly spending, you can be earning cashback or rewards as you go. Now, some of these credit cards have deals with supermarkets such as Sainsbury's or Tesco's, where you have the opportunity to earn club card or nectar points. So if you shop at any of those supermarkets, you may be interested in looking into those supermarket reward credit cards. So there's also another type of credit card, and that is a travel credit card. So if you often go on holiday or you go away for business, a travel credit card may be useful for you because they typically have no overseas fees. So it allows you to withdraw cash from an ATM abroad with little to no overseas foreign transaction fees, and also it allows you to spend on your credit card abroad without being charged above the interbank exchange rate or any hefty bank fees. So it's worth taking a look at them if you like to use a credit card when you are abroad, because they are typically a lot cheaper than your bog standard 0% purchase credit card. Now finally, you can also get a credit building credit card. Now these credit cards are great if you haven't ever had any credit in the past. So if potentially you are a student, or if you've never had a credit card or any form of credit out in your name, or potentially if you have poor credit, then you may want to look into a credit building credit card. Now credit building credit cards typically have low borrowing rates. So you can't tend to borrow more than £2,000 on a credit building credit card, but it does come down to your credit history and will depend on each person, each individual, when they make an application. Also, credit building credit cards tend to have really high interest rates, so you will need to make sure that you manage your money carefully and pay it off in full each month, or if you've got a 0% credit card, building credit card, that you clear the balance before the 0% period ends. Now, as with all credit cards, it's really important you are aware of what you are doing when you open a credit card, and you're aware that you are borrowing money that currently isn't yours. So if you're taking out a credit card and want to pay the balance over a series of months, make sure you set up a direct debit and a regular way of paying. Always pay more than the minimum when you're clearing out your credit card. Otherwise, it will take you a very long time to clear off your credit card debt. And if you can, try and overpay. This will help you to clear it down a lot quicker. Now, if you need any tips on how you can clear your credit card, I have done a few videos on this in the Millennial Money series, so go and check them out. So that's it for this week's Millennial Money. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and go and follow us over on our social media. So that's Money to the Masses over on Facebook, our Instagram at Money to the Masses, and our Twitter at Money to the Masses with the number 2.